Hey, Comfy Couch crew, welcome back to my Comfy Couch. This edition is the New Year's edition. So, this is the first episode that we have in 2024. Now, listen, make sure you guys say hi when you get in the chat, okay? Say hello when you get in. Now, listen, I was supposed to have four other people on the line with me tonight, and three of them canceled, and one of them is going to be late. So, it's just me and you guys tonight until my other half, Thaddeus, joins later on. So say hi when you get in the chat. Let me know. Before we get started, as always, we're going to play a little game. So I want you guys to play with me, okay? If you're on the line, say hello, and you can play the Mentally Stimulate Me game with me. So for those of you who don't know, I read out the question that's on the card here, and there's different answer choices. So I'm going to read the card out, and you guys are going to guess what you think my answer is going to be. Hi, Anisha. How you doing? Always supporting us. I really do appreciate it. Like I was saying, by myself tonight. Thaddeus might join us in a bit. So, Anisha, I'm hoping you're going to play this game with me tonight, okay? So again, the Mentally Stimulate Me game, I'm going to read the questions. There's different answer choices, and you guys can let me know what you think my answer is going to be. And I'll try to guess yours, Anisha, because you've been on here a while. Hey, glad I left. How you doing? Thank you for joining us, Aaron. It's just me tonight so far. Thad will be joining just now, and my other guests canceled. They couldn't make it tonight. I'm doing good, Anisha. So we're playing right now the game Mentally Stimulate Me. So I'm going to ask the questions. Please make sure you guess what you think my response is going to be. And I'm going to guess what you guys guessed as well. All right, Big. Oh, you're Big T tonight. Lord have mercy. That's how you feeling tonight? Your alter ego?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Lord, thank you for joining.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're going to play the Mentally Stimulate Me game to start, okay? So we've got Anisha and we got Aaron on the line. Thank y'all again for joining. All right, so you ready? You find out through a friend that your partner once put an ad in the yellow pages to sell their body. Do you look at your partner differently? So A is yes, B is no. So don't answer yet, Thaddeus. I have to guess your answer, and the people in the chat have to guess your answer too. So you find out through a friend that your partner once put an ad in the yellow pages to sell their body. Do you look at your partner differently? Hey, Trailblazers Radio, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. We're playing Mentally Stimulate Me. So I'm going to read a question. You guys put your answer in the chat and let us know what you think our answers are going to be. Again, the question is, you find out through a friend that your partner once put out an ad on the yellow pages to sell their body. Do you look at them differently? A, yes, B, no. So what do you guys think Big T's answer is? And what do you guys think my answer is? All right. And put your answers too. So Daddy, I'm definitely going to say, yes, you're going to look at them differently.
Of course. Come on. I think that's an easy one for everyone. I think everyone would look at them differently.
Oh, Anisha said A for both. So she thinks both of us are going to say we're going to look at them differently. And Aaron says Thad B, Nikki A. Okay, so Thad was actually A. Thaddeus, what do you think my answer is? Would I look at them differently? Yes or no?
Yes. Definitely yes.
My answer is it depends.
Wait a minute. So you saw this person with an ad for selling their body?
No, it said that you find out through a friend that they once had an ad out on the yellow pages selling a body.
Okay.
So it doesn't mean it's recent. And
period. I don't know when it was. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at you because that's a firm decision that you made. That's a firm decision that you made, that you said that I'm going to do this.
Oh, see, I feel. Go ahead.
Want to say that there is definitely something that is, and I want to choose my words carefully because I don't want to make anyone feel away if they actually did do this. But I mean, it's a firm decision that you made. That was a decision made because I would do a lot of things. But that's a hard one.
Ooh, all right. I say it depends because I need more context. Because I feel like guys, I've talked to guys that have done some nasty shit when they were younger. And so if it was, let's say, a long time ago and you were 19 trying to get something paid, long time ago, and that's not you anymore, I mean, maybe I need more information, is what I'm trying to say. Aaron said, I'm ghosting anybody who would do that. And Anisha said, I need to know what was occurring with them at the time. Okay, Anisha. See, she understands. But I think you guys are different. Y'all, all y'all see is a bunch of dick that we had, and that's it. You guys are over that.
Yeah, pretty much, and then that's it. I mean, that's just a biological thing, though, and we could go on and explain to exactly why, because it's like we men could not. We need to be able to prove that the baby that we have is ours, and there's no, if a woman is promiscuous or she had a promiscuous past, then we can't guarantee that. So that's why biologically men are turned off by promiscuous women.
Even nowadays with the paternity test.
I mean,
Oh,
paternity
gosh.
test is not going to change your biology.
Anisha said A is still my answer, but she just want to know. Okay, so Anisha ain't giving them a chance either. And Trailblazers Radio said yes for both. So you got half and half. You got one right, one not so right. Okay, thank you guys so much for playing. The next question, again, we're just doing a couple of these as people come on. I'm going to read the question before we get into our discussion. Okay, which one would mean the most to you? A, slow dancing under the streetlights. B, surprise picnic while running errands. C, deep tissue massage after a long day. Or D, pillow fighting and play wrestling. Again, which one of these would mean the most to you? You guys in the chat, let me know what your answer is and what you guys think that is, and my answer is going to be. Which would mean the most to you? Slow dancing under the streetlights. B, surprise picnic while out running errands. C, deep tissue massage after a long day. Or D, pillow fighting and play wrestling. All right. So Anisha's, oh, sorry. Okay, Anisha said C. So C, she said a deep tissue massage. Okay. So she want that physical. All right now. Let me see what my answer is gonna be. Let me look at these. Okay. Okay, I got mine. Okay, Thaddeus, guess what my answer is gonna be?
I'm going to say picnic.
You said picnic. Why'd you choose picnic?
I don't know. You seem like you like to eat.
You know what?
Obviously, I'm kidding.
Thaddeus! Oh my gosh!
No, you seem like you would enjoy something like that.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I said I think you look like you would enjoy, not obviously because but, but you
Oh
seem
God.
like you would like something like that. Yeah.
I think that was romantic. So that was between that one and the slow dancing under the streetlights. But
Okay.
I
And
picked the
I was
slow
gonna say that one
dancing
because
under the
that one is
streetlights.
just corny, right?
It
Yeah.
is corny. I'm corny like that. Anisha said C for Daddy Daddy. So I'm gonna see what his answer, and B for mine. Okay, so y'all both pick picnic for me. Okay, Daddy Daddy, what is your answer?
It's definitely gonna be D.
D.
Yeah, because
Pillow
all
fight and play wrestling?
definitely because all the rest I think that you could fake, but if you're pillow fighting with your to me like you're pillow fighting with your significant, like you guys really like each other. That's something that you only do if you really like each other.
Oh, that's cute. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
That is like
cute.
slow dancing, and people can just the people a lot of times when people doing things that are quote unquote romantic, it's just because they're trying to imitate something that they saw. It's not
Mm.
like they really wanted to do this. But pillow fights are just spontaneous. It's like, nah, you're gonna get this. You're gonna get this.
Oh, that's interesting to understand, like your perspective on that. Glad I left said, "See, rub me down, baby." Trailblazers Radio said, "I'm gonna need some more intel." Okay, what you need to know? Anisha said, "Wow," and she laughed at you here. Okay. Oh, Trailblazer said, "Slow dancing under the streetlights for me." So we're here. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into our conversation for tonight. Listen, our conversation is about 2024, but we can't go into 2024 without doing a recap of all the craziness in the whole dating space from 2023. So, first, we're going to talk about what's gone on in 2023 and what lessons we can learn from all of this that's happened. So, the first thing I wanted to talk about, Thaddeus, I hope you did your homework. And the folks on the line, please join in on the conversation, okay? So, the first topic we're going to touch on is the Jonahan Majors trial. Man, Thaddeus, did you keep up with the trial? Did you know what happened there?
I didn't keep up with all of the trial, but just like the general story, yes, I've been keeping up with it.
Okay, so as we know, a quick recap for those who don't know, Jonahan Majors, you know, the guy who played on the last Creed 3 movie, which was really good. You guys should see it, by the way. Yeah, so, you know, charges came out. He was dating this chick, and then apparently they had some kind of altercation in a back seat where she says, like, he, I think, kind of like choked her and broke her finger. And so they had some altercation, and the prosecutors of the state charged him with that kind of assault. So they went to trial and everything, and now he's with Megan Good, by the way. So all of a sudden, when he started going to trial, it came out that he and Megan Good is together. Anyway, so this altercation supposedly started when he got a text from some random woman saying, "I wish I could kiss you right now." And they had that altercation, so it went to trial. So now, during the trial, that is, did you see the video, the
Yeah,
surveillance video of
I
this?
did.
Okay, what did you see? Because what I saw was him trying to leave the car and her like repetitively following him, and he just trying to get her to go back in the car and leave him alone.
I mean, I think everybody saw that. That was very clear. I mean, dude was booking it. I mean, I'm surprised that she was keeping up with him stride for stride.
Right.
And I think she was even in like slight heels or something. And for her to, she had to be really mad. So I've been in several situations like that. It's something about when a woman sees something in your phone, she just gets like superhuman strength. Yeah.
Woo!
I bet if he told her, honey, let's go for a jog, she'd been complaining the entire way. show
That's
her
the
something,
thing.
show her something in your phone and then run away, and she never gonna get tired.
I'm telling you, them phones is getting people in trouble, man. Them phones and
Mhm.
social media. Look, Glad I Left said that he was framed. Matrix was framed. Damn.
I mean, I
So
don't think I would go as far as saying he was framed. I just think that she wanted back at him, and so now she's just doing any, the bitter women. Once they feel, as they said, that hell has no fury like a woman scorned. Yeah,
that's
when
right.
when it's time for them to get revenge, you can see that they will do any and anything, including they will sacrifice the kids, they will sacrifice everything just to get back at you.
Ooh, and then
Yeah.
part two was like supposedly, I think like the next day or something, he came to the apartment and found her unconscious, like in their closet. And he's the one that called the police and he ended up getting arrested. I'm like, how the hell you call the police for someone and then they take you to jail? It's
Yeah,
like
because I'm sure she's a pretty good actor.
she was unconscious. Well, I
Yeah,
know she did wake up
of
and they
course.
did.
And the first thing she's gonna say is he did this, and she's gonna start crying and all that stuff. And yeah, you're definitely gone.
Oh my gosh. And that's the thing I heard that throughout the trial, she was just crying uncontrollably and had to
Yeah, I
leave
mean,
sometimes and come back.
typical female crocodile tears. You know how it goes. That's why
Jeez.
tears. It just doesn't. Yeah, that just it doesn't phase me. When women start crying and they think like that's gonna move me somehow, I'm like, go on, sis, get them tears out.
Oh my gosh, Daddy is. Jeez, cutthroat.
Don't
Ooh.
it's not even cutthroat. It's just that I understand like what causes that behavior. Is like just like women can cry on demand, so it doesn't phase me anymore. You know?
Oh, and did you hear the recording they played where he left her a voice message? I think what happened from what I remember reading was that I believe she got drunk or something and she came to the house or whatever and she was drunk and he was telling her that he's a great man and he's doing great things and he needs
Hmm.
a woman who's going to be with him like Coretta Scott King
Yes,
and
exactly.
and Obama, Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I didn't think there was anything wrong with him saying that. Did you think there was something wrong with that?
No, but the thing is, like, so he made the mistake that most men make. You try, like, especially when you're a man and you're on a mission, you try to find someone who can be there. Kind of help me, but it's very rare that you find a woman like that. And so what you do is you try to find one that you like and try to make her into what you really need, but that just never works. So
Ooh, and some people are talking about the race because she's white, and he's black, and
Yeah,
those
I
are
mean,
women. The women he referenced
I
were
think
black women.
yeah, but I mean, I think that at this point in life, I don't see why people keep bringing up race, because
I know.
race has nothing to do with somebody's character. I mean, if you don't think that, then if you don't know that by now, then I think that you're being woefully ignorant. Because we can see that there's bad black people, there's bad white people, there's good white people, there's good black people. It's not a race thing. It's not a color of your skin. That doesn't make you inherently good or evil. I've well, I've dated on both sides of the fence, and I can concur that they are good, as Trump would say, there's fine people on both sides.
Oh God, no, you didn't. Lord have mercy. Last time you're a Republican, now you're quoting Trump. Lord have mercy. What's next? Listen, don't cancel the show, y'all. Say hi while you get on the chat. We're talking about recapping 2023, the different things that happened in the relationship space. So we're talking about Jonahan Majors' situation. Uh, so what do we learn from that? Mind your business. Don't go through the dude phone. And if you do find something, let's find alternative ways to handle it. Yeah. This man whole career was ruined though. Like now, like everyone dropped him. Like everybody. so let's
Basically.
so
And
let's
so that's what if you go into the men's space, they preach that all the time. It's like, listen, if I forget what they call it, but it's if you're guilty by, not by trial, but guilty by something, by just a simple accusation. So there's by the court of public opinion, that there
yes, yes, yes,
by the court of
yes.
public opinion. So it doesn't matter if you're really innocent, as long as you get certain accusations against you, immediately that you're guilty, and you see all these companies will just start dropping you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard because even before the trial ended, several people dropped him.
Oh,
It's
as
sad.
soon as the word came out, I mean, he just started to lose movies. He lost anything that wasn't probably inked, or anything that was definitely gone, pulled from the table immediately,
And do
because
you
they
think
just
it's
can't be seen with that. Women
exactly?
have made it very clear that they don't like men who are abusers in in any way. Matter of fact, not even women, just society in period. Like we have come to a consensus as a society and say we don't like these types of men. So anytime anyone gets accused of anything to do with children or women,
Mm.
immediately just drop.
Ooh, cancel.
Mhm.
All right, so let's go on to the next one. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think, okay, about these situations. So the next one was kind of more recent, is the Simone Biles husband interview. Did you see did you see that little clip, Thaddeus, of the interview that he did?
So that one I did not see. No, ma'am.
Okay, so you know who she is, right?
Of course, and I've heard the situation surrounding it. So
Okay.
that much I do know. But
Okay, so it wasn't like a whole long thing where he spoke about her, but y'all in the chat let me know. So essentially he was given the story. I think so. He's a football player, right? I don't even know the dude's name. So so
you
he's a
mean
football
of him sliding in her DMs?
of she.
Oh,
So
sorry,
the
she's sliding in his
yeah,
DMs. Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
the two of them looks like they were on this exclusive kind of app. And on there, he never knew about her, he says. Never heard of her
Mhm.
ever before. And he says that when he got on there, he just been on there for a short while and he got like a little notification showing her and he's like, "Oh, a gymnast? Like, that's interesting." So he clicked like and she liked and they matched. And then a few minutes later, or a little shortly after that, he noticed that she started liking different stuff on his social media, and then she actually messaged first and like spoke to him first. So my question is, what do you so that's part one of the whole debate, right? So what do you think about women shooting their shot? So she went on the dating app, she already clicked like, they both like each other. What do you think about her going further and liking his social media and being the first to reach out? What do you think about that?
Me?
Yeah. And y'all in the chat, let me know what y'all think too.
Oh well, from someone I've gotten that quite a bit actually, and I don't see anything wrong with it. If you like somebody, I think that since this is no longer the gender roles are gone away, I see no reason why women can't approach men.
So you don't think the woman starts at a kind of disadvantage where the guy is like, I already got this one. Y'all don't have the chase anymore. Now it's like, okay, I already bagged this one.
That's not true. I mean,
No? Tell
no.
me.
Guys only think like that after they've had sex with you. By the way, it's not a bag, or yeah, it's not. It's because we haven't conquered anything. Like that is like That's like the goal for most men. That's like when you got the trophy. You don't go around bragging to your friend, "Oh, I got this one because she slid in my DMs." No, 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 no. It's after you bagged it, tag them back.
But the thing is that you already, once you like, getting her to like you and be into you is like the hurdle. You know, once you get
Not
there,
for,
eventually
not for, not for, not for
she
a lot of
will give
guys.
up.
And then guys can tell when a woman likes them. And I could approach a woman and the way how she looks at me, I could tell that she likes me and she's into me. That doesn't mean like automatically, oh yes, I'm in there and automatically she's at a disadvantage. No,
No,
Nicole, I don't
and it's
think
not
so.
like, hey, she's might be desperate. She want this D boy. She reaching out to me. No, none of that. Guys in the
No,
chat, let me know what y'all think.
no, only if out. Yeah, no, definitely not. And because like you could tell some women who are interested and some women who are just thirsty. There's a whole different
Ooh, so you
energy.
could
Yeah.
tell. You
Oh
guys
yeah,
can
yeah. You
tell.
could definitely tell. It's a whole different energy.
Mm. So listen, Anisha says she sees no problem with it. Be bold about it. Yeah, that's what Simone says. She's like, I know what I like. I know what I
Exactly.
want.
And she went with it. And then look where she's at right now. She's married. That should be a lesson for all of you women who are scared. Well, I don't want to talk to him because what? You just in at the end of the day, like women are just afraid of rejection. I think that's what it is. You will take it would just kill you down and deep inside if you tell this guy that he likes you and you're just like, nah, I'm good.
Ooh, that is. Oh no. See, look, thank you so much, Trailblazers Radio. It's on a Pivot podcast. So if y'all looking for it, you can find it there. Thank you so much. Look, she said, y'all leave that lady alone. She saw what she wanted and got it. Listen,
Yep.
somebody I listened to said, now I'm not. When you compare the looks of the two people and you look at the guy versus her, they were kind of stating that, women like guys like him don't normally go for women like her. So, maybe he was kind of out of her league looks wise. And the fact that she came across that way was maybe kind of thirsty and it might not last because of that. Like, do you guys think like she has a lot of obviously notoriety and probably a lot of money? Do you think that her looks matter as much because of that status?
The money definitely helps. So yeah, the money definitely put her up. And nothing is wrong with her. I don't think she's ugly by any far stretch of the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
She's in shape, which is very rare.
True
so
that.
so she got a lot of points for that.
Y'all guys in the chat, let me know if the girl has notoriety, she's got money. Does she get more
Yeah,
points outside of her looks?
of course.
Oh, Anisha said they both look good. All right, now. Okay. So we're gonna. Oh, it's part two of that discussion was them saying where he said that men are the what is it? Men are the not the prize. What's the other word? The catch. He said that men are the catch. So people went berserk saying, hey, men are saying they're the catch. What the heck? She's the catch. We never even heard of him before. What do you think about each sex with this whole I'm the prize, I'm the catch foolishness?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that common sense is just catching up with the dating market only now. It's like the prize is usually something that's rare, right? Is the rare thing is the prize, right? And what's more rare? Good men. Isn't that the most rare thing in the world to find? Is a really good man?
Well, of course, let these guys tell it. A good woman is too.
No, I don't hear guys going around saying that.
Really? I hear it all the time. Oh, look, Anisha said he did say prize too. So he did say that he was a prize also. So do you think one is the prize? I mean, because I think both people are a prize. Like if you find somebody that genuinely loves you, you genuinely love them, y'all both willing to make it work. Like that's a blessing. It's so hard these days. So I
It's
feel like
it's
both
it's
people are prizes.
it's, it's
What y'all
almost
think?
it's almost impossible these days to find that. And we spoke about it.
Exactly.
I think we spoke about it in the last show. And when I was we were talking about that, and I said, people just think that there's like an endless supply of people out here that's willing to really love you genuinely and care about you. Like there's not. It's very, very rare that you find two people that really genuinely care about each other. And when I say genuine, I mean genuinely. And not I like you because you have something. I don't care whether that because is material or because you are something as far as like you're tall or you're well connected or you have the personality that I like. No, it's just like I just there's something about you I cannot put my finger on. It's not material, it's not physical, but I just connect well with your spirit, you know?
Mm,
It's very rare that you find a connection. Very rare.
exactly. It is. So everybody's surprised, y'all, and I thought that was an
Yeah.
interesting thing. Listen, the next thing we want to talk
Everybody's
about.
surprised. That means that nobody's surprised. That's all I
Oh
know.
my God, stop it! You're lucky if you get someone and you both feel that way about each other. Listen, next topic, going on to Casey's. I think that's her name. Cassie's lawsuit against Pete Diddy. Like, did you hear about that, Thaddeus? Did y'all hear about that?
Definitely. The men's space is in an uproar. But it just goes to show. It's just like they just keep telling men the same thing now. I think it's a bit too late right now because all of these things already happened in the past, and you'll just see more of it coming out. And hopefully it'll slow down as more men get the real big pictures. Like, listen, a lot of these women, they are after the bag. They will sit there and they will take whatever quote unquote abuse. It won't be, they will be having fun the entire time. You'll think that they're having fun. They'll be going along with it. But when it comes time to cash in and push them chips in, as you can see, she pushing them chips in multiple times.
Oh, so that's how you view it, and that's how you see most guys are viewing this. Like she's just trying to come up.
Duh.
Oh my gosh. Ooh, y'all in the chat, I need y'all to comment on this. Is this how you guys feel,
That's
ladies,
a
guys,
come
everybody?
up.
Come on.
That's a come up. You see how much she sued? I think it was like what 7 million or something like that. That's
Ooh,
that's her retirement plan right there. Like
my
women
gosh.
not people. They're not stupid, you know. Like they're not stupid. She know that she could get. She probably was in there doing whatever. Because the thing is, you're an adult. Like you're. I don't care what anybody says. You're an adult. If somebody no, if he'd force her to do, then that's something different. But you just like yeah, that's a touchy subject because
Well,
like
that's the thing. It seems like
so to me, it's like if somebody was abusing you, it's like you're an adult. Like, why would you stay around in that atmosphere?
well, I mean,
And
it's
why did you
mental.
wait so long to tell anybody about it? I just don't get that.
Oh, and that's the thing is that, there's, different mental mind fuck that they do with people, and that's what they say to get them wrapped up in this. Listen, Anisha said it was actually 30 million. Lot of mercy.
Yeah, like she definitely she got the bag. She pushed those chips in, and I
And
I can't even blame her either because I mean 30 million. I mean it's a lot of money.
that is. And what about like him like blowing up people's cars and stuff? Like they made him out to be like a whole gangster. Like he just
Of course, I mean
been
yeah,
doing all this stuff in the background and we didn't know.
yeah, she definitely gonna embellish on a lot of that because remember, it's a lot of money to ask for something. Think about you asking for that. You going to the court and asking, "Hey, I need this person to pay me $30 million." There has to be something extraordinary. It just can't be well, I didn't like what he did. It needs to be like, oh, this you don't know this person. This person is evil. This person has ruined my life, and I want to seek compensation for it.
Man, I need y'all to tell me in the chat if y'all agree with this. Y'all think she was just after the money. I have no idea. All I've seen it is from, the female perspective or the
As
other
as
perspective where it's like she's, a
Yes,
victim.
she was just such a
And
good
she was
girl.
younger. She was a lot
Yes,
younger when they
yes,
first met.
yeah. She was just young and dumb. And she didn't know what she was doing.
Look, Trailblazer said the man is guilty as fuck. He settled because he is guilty.
Settling doesn't mean that you're guilty. Settling mean he just doesn't want to deal with dragging this thing out. This thing could get nasty. Sometimes it's just better to pay and just have them go away.
But
And I
30
think a lot of
million?
men, and that's why men need to support each other a little bit more. A lot of times, like let's say if for whatever thing, if a case comes out and it's men versus women, all the women, I don't care what that woman did, they will side with her. It is never her fault. If she cheated or something, is because he didn't pay enough attention to her and
Mm.
he drove her into the arms of another man. Like
Oh,
she can do no wrong. Whenever it's a man, it's like we immediately cut off like ties with him. It's like, oh well, he knew what he was doing, you know. Well, that's on him. Well, he's just gonna have to pay if he settled. And just think about if somebody were to accuse you and you have a lot of money, you don't want to go through the headache of sometimes they said it's best to just pay them and go your way than to have a long drawn out battle. You're in court, you're wasting a lot of your time and your energy and your resources. Just pay her and let her go away.
I'm sure she had some receipts though.
I just explained why you would settle when if you're
I
even
understand.
if you're not guilty. There's a lot of times when people do that. Like a lot of uh, athletes, a lot of people who have a lot of money, they do that. Like the lawyers will tell you that you just listen. You just need to settle. I know that you want to quote unquote prove your innocence, but at what cost? This
Mm,
is going to cost you too much in
mm.
money, in time, in resources, and all that stuff. Pay her, she goes away, and everything goes away with her.
Oh, Anisha said, I don't believe so. I believe she was just building up her case for all the things she had been through.
Because
And
she
he
want.
did that shit.
I'm not saying he didn't do it or did not, but the fact is that she's cashing in her chips right now.
Oh, Glad I left said P did it. P did it. Man, oh, it's interesting. So, man, women who are in these kind of dysfunctional or anything you would deem as abusive, uh, be careful with that. Look at this. Oh, Anisha said Diddy's track record is not good. Okay. So yeah, it seems like
And what about her track record? Did we ever check her track record? We never do, right? We never do. We just assume that this she was a church going woman of God, right? She just never did anything wrong in her whole entire life. I mean,
hmm,
come on, guys, like come on, like it just like it's crazy to see this that we do this to we just crucify men the minute that a woman comes on, and it goes for any like a woman tomorrow could say I did her something immediately. I don't care who knows me. They'll be like, man, he was faking the entire time. He was this, he was that. It would never dawn on them that wow, maybe this woman is just an evil witch. You know, she's
ooh,
just conniving, and maybe she wants something from him, or
right.
maybe he turned her down and she didn't like that, and now she is after his money or something. It would never dawn on people that women could be evil too.
I think it does, but in this case, it seems like there's been a history and questionable actions about him. So,
I
you
mean,
know,
Diddy ain't my boy. It's not like I'm trying to prove his innocence, but I'm just saying, we don't know what happens. Like we
yeah,
don't,
exactly.
yeah,
It's
we
true.
don't know. And for somebody to,
Hey, Jason, so sweet of you. Jason said, just came through to give the like. Oh, I appreciate you. Gonna watch the rerun later. Love you guys. UK in the house. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you so much, Jason, for joining. I appreciate it. First time I've seen him on here. Nice. Glad I left said, I would agree with you, Thad, but not when it comes to this guy. So he's like, yeah, but did he? And yeah.
like I said, that ain't my boy. You know, Diddy, it's not like me and him, we friends or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anisha said, but at the end of the day, he was in the wrong for those things done to her and the others at the hands of him. So,
Yes, because
so
she has no responsibility over her own life.
no, she did say too. She said that she did her shit too, not bypassing that.
So then why are we blaming the man? Like if you weren't comfortable, if you didn't like what was going on, then just leave.
Oh my gosh. Well, when you get them at the ripe age and they impressionable and
Listen,
they
you're an adult, okay? You're an adult. Adult. You're an
mm,
adult, which means that you can vote for the president of the United States, which means you can change the course of of our country. You can serve in the armed forces. You can carry a gun. Come on, no, you're an adult. You can make adult decisions. I'm not saying that
ooh,
you're the smartest you're gonna ever be at 18, but if at 18 you don't know how to make a decision that is beneficial to, yeah, then we need to take away your right to vote as well too, because we can't
oh,
be, maybe that's why, I'm not gonna get political, but
oh my
that's why
gosh.
we be making these political decisions we do. Maybe it's people like them who can't make a decision for their own self, but they want to make a decision for the country, right?
Ooh, Thaddeus, are you not having compassion on the abused people? Okay, we're gonna go into the next topic here. Okay, so the next topic we're going on to again, we're just recapping 2023, the Cheesecake Factory video.
My
Man,
favorite.
your favorite. So again, in the relationship space, if y'all saw this video, from what I remember, it was a guy and a girl going, I think, on their first date. And the girl started recording when the guy told her that he was going to take her to the Cheesecake Factory on their first date. So apparently, it looks like she had him waiting for quite a while. She wasn't ready on time, had the man waiting for quite a while. and then came in the car and got upset that she took all her time to get ready, and he was just taking her to like a franchise, like Cheesecake Factory. Like, oh no. So, what do y'all think, ladies in the chat? I want to know: are you guys okay with going to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date? And guys, what did you think about that video? And fire away, Thaddeus.
But that video just like solidified what we already knew, that dating was a loose form of prostitution, and women view, well, some women view their worth, calculate their worth based on where you take them or how much money you spend on them. So if you spend a lot of money, then they feel like as in they're a high priced prostitute, and if you don't spend any money, then they feel like they're nothing. So, you know, choose, guys, date within your lane. And
Oh,
I actually agree with her. Believe it or not, I actually agree with her. Like, women, you should set your standards. Like, nobody should tell you what your standards can and can't be. I am not here to tell you to lower your standards either. That's not my job here. You whatever your standards are, let them be your standards. If
mm,
cheesecake is not your standards, be upfront and say, listen, I'm not a cheesecake type of girl. um and the reason why I say that is, like, I've dated women who are not cheesecake women at all. But the thing is, so if my only thing is that if they have a choice, let's say if they're taking themselves out, and you don't take yourself out to eat cheesecake, you take yourself to Root Chris, you take yourself, yeah, then I can't expect to come and date you and then take you to these places that you don't even eat. That's like, for instance, like, everybody has like a different tax bracket. That's, for instance, like me, Nicole, I come out to you and I say, hey, let's go eat at McDonald's or something like that off the dollar menu. I don't care what you say, like, you're gonna feel some type of way, like, man, the dollar menu. So that's the same way that somebody who eats at Ruth Chris every night, if you take them to cheesecake, they don't feel like, what, cheesecake? Like, that's not really my thing.
mm.
Especially not for a date. A date is more something that's formal. You're trying to impress. Like, that's, come on. Like, you're not gonna take me to cheesecake.
So
But
if you so if you had a vagina, you wouldn't be down with the Cheesecake Factory for the first
it
date?
depends. It depends to where I'm at in life. So if I was, let's say this was like 10 years ago, you took me to cheesecake, that would have been a come up. Like, that would have been a come up. Yeah, that's like, oh wow, cheesecake. Wow, because that is seen as like a good a good effort for a first date. But
Mm.
now, yeah, nah.
Oh, so you're saying it depends on the person. So don't ask the guy
Yeah,
to bring you somewhere that you don't even take yourself.
exactly. Because then now then that's when people start to call you a gold digger.
Uh,
Because, like, the only reason that you want to go here is not because you like it here, but you just want to, you can't afford to go here, and you just look using him as a lick.
oh, or maybe she's thinking, yeah, like you said, depending on where you take me, that's how you feel about me, no? Anisha said, what's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory? I feel the same way. Like, there's nothing
Like I
wrong.
said, it's tax bracket, like tax bracket.
Oh
Some
my
people
God.
just roll in different tax bracket. Like, for instance, like, if you've dated women who date like NFL players and NBA players and all stuff, like, you're not gonna take them to no cheesecake factory. They
Oh,
don't they don't used to getting like private chefs at $1 million yacht, $1 million homes, and maybe him coming in and like closing down the entire restaurant so only two of them can eat alone, like stuff like that. And then you gonna impress her by what, cheesecake? Nah, that ain't gonna work, sis. I mean, but
oh, glad I left said I took my girl to Subway on the first date. It was more about us than the food. I later had her on fine dining, but after I got to know her, yeah, like I don't think like a first date, even like I said before on the show, like a coffee date, like that's okay because you're just trying to get to know the person. Trailblazer says, but she looks too good to go to the Cheesecake Factory. Get out of my car, you bird. But that's the thing is like, come on now, the girl. Because y'all always talk about it's not apples to apples. Like it's looks for women
Mhm.
and money for dudes. So
Yeah,
based on the way the gal look,
yeah, she
and she
definitely,
says she want to go
cheesecake.
here when the
Cheesecake
looks
was
are
a, yeah,
there.
cheesecake was definitely a come up for her based on her looks. Yeah, that was
But
definitely a
what,
come up.
but what if she the CEO of what you call it.com?
Yeah, but you swinging her hand going somewhere, like, no guy is saying, man, she must be the CEO. It's like, bro, yeah, why you with that busted girl? Yeah,
Ooh. And you know what
she
was
immediately
crazy?
lowers your value immediately as a man. Because, like, I mean, we could. cap all day long. We could not, skirt around the truth. But I mean, that's just it. Like beautiful women, they could be an asset. They are a status symbol. You know, they are a status symbol. You get
Okay.
as a man, you walk in with a certain kind of look, a woman on your arm, you immediately get the respect of your peers.
So it's okay if she's really hot or if she normally provides this for herself. That's what you're saying. Or she's
Exactly.
got to be hot.
I mean, for me, I mean, I'm different. So like, I will take you where I want to go. So if I want to go cheesecake, I don't care who you are. We going to cheesecake. And if you don't
Ooh,
want to go to cheesecake, it's not even a problem, sis. I have somebody else I'll call right now that will go cheesecake with me. It's
woo,
cool.
come
Yeah.
on. All right. So I guess it's good to get to know that about someone, huh? What are their expectations
Mhm.
in this whole dating thing? And
And
see
then,
if
like I said, you date within your tax bracket, man.
we've had this discussion before. What if, you know,
Date within your tax bracket.
for both
Trust
men and
me.
women?
Both men and women date within
Uh,
your tax bracket.
well, what if the guys in the girl tax bracket don't want them?
Then either jump tax bracket or do something,
Or jump to the lead to the side.
yeah. Date within your tax bracket. Well, you could always date down your tax bracket as a man. That's fine. But you just don't date up in your tax bracket. Well,
Mm.
too far up, I should say.
And the girl shouldn't date over her looks bracket.
I mean, she could try. I mean, she could certainly try. Go for it, sis.
Oh Lord.
Man, like we need to start to talk about that because like the one of these days we do a show about that, about the looks, and we've spoken about it on the show before.
Yes, we
But
have.
it's like it's like one of those things where like if more people are real with themselves, we would have less of the issues with the in the dating market. Like some women is like you need to go into the mirror and honestly rate yourself, and then ask yourself why would this guy, want to deal with you, and so that you won't end up a side chick for like 20 years.
Ooh, okay now. I'm just gonna roll to the next one and then we're gonna get one more and then we're gonna talk about 2024. So while we're talking about this next subject, I want all of you guys into chat. Don't forget to like, okay, and subscribe if you haven't. But also think about what you guys want to see in 2024 on the show, okay? So we're gonna talk about that next. So please think about it, get your ideas together on what you want to see next year on the show. And the last thing I wanted to talk about was I saw a video or someone sent me a video where they were talking about how nowadays when you go on a date, the guy has to pay for everything on the first date, but the woman doesn't have to give up the goods. So is it fair that the guy has to pay for these dates? We get what we want right away, and the guy has to wait to get what he wants. So the question was, should nowadays people do Dutch? Should they go half and half and pay half and half? Because that way no one's losing. What do you guys think about that discussion on who should pay?
I think you should date within your tax bracket. And for instance, like we everybody already knows that there's like a 3 date rule, right? Like that's the standard now.
What's the
Uh,
3 date rule?
like in order for you to get some, you have to go at least 3 times, right? That's like the rule, right? That's I mean that's like the general rule. So men, like pace your spending, you know don't spend all of the money that you have to invest. Like like for me, like I don't know, we men do it. We don't say that we do it, but we do it. We analyze and say how much money that we're willing to spend to get you.
Ooh, oh really?
Yeah, it's like how much of my
Ooh.
money am I willing to, like for instance, like even that song, like that song that I think it was Miguel. He said that I drink that song that goes, how many drinks would it take for you to come home with me? So no, 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 no. But I'm hoping that you only say 2 or 3. Is like he already calculating if
Mm.
it's 2 drinks. 2 drinks is what, $40? Man, okay. So for $40, I could get. That's what I tell you. Dating is just a loose form of prostitution. I'm just calculating how much money I'm gonna spend on you to get the goods.
Ooh. What about the people that want long lasting relationships? Everybody just so that
Where are
is
those people?
oh, they're on the line here with
They,
me, aren't you
I
guys?
I guarantee you that none of them on this line. I mean, all of them could pretend, but ain't because it's. I won't say it's easy, but it's pretty simple if you want to find long lasting love. It's pretty simple. It's not easy, like I said. It's not easy, but it's simple. The formula is very simple. You could go online and we could talk about those shows. I bet those be your lowest rated shows. Because
Oh,
people just they don't want to hear it. That's like people who come up to me and ask me, "Oh, what do you do in the gym?" Like, you know what to do in the gym. Like, you know how to lose weight. You know how to get in shape. Like, everybody knows these things deep down inside. We know that. But you know why nobody does it? Because nobody's not disciplined. It doesn't feel good.
I don't think that realized that you could put that on dating too. I think people are genuinely trying and just can't figure it out. Like there's no like
What are
a
you
hundred
trying that you
percent
can't figure
there's
out?
no 100% formula. Like you'll see this video or listen to this couple
There
and
is a
try
hundred
this.
percent formula. You know what
And
is what is the problem?
tell me what's the
People
100% formula
Number
then?
one, people are looking for somebody perfect. That's number one.
Mm,
Number two, there's the illusion of too much choice. So you already know we've done countless studies that if you have too many choices, whatever choice you make, you will be less satisfied. I don't care if it's the right or the wrong choice that you made, but you're not going to be as satisfied if you didn't have a choice. Let's say if I give you two choices, I said, "Hey, Nicole, you want an apple
mm,
or an orange?" If you choose the orange, you'll be fairly satisfied because that's what you want. But if I tell you, "Hey, you have an orange, apple, grape, you have tangerine, you have, or I could, you got a slice of pizza," like, you have too many choices. So whatever choice you make, you're gonna still be thinking about the other choices that you had that you didn't make. Hey, I
mm,
wonder how the apple would have tasted.
mm. We gotta do an episode probably about that illusion of choice.
Yes,
Okay.
it's the illusion of choice. And so what we do is we throw away somebody that was really good for us, right?
Mm,
Because simply because we didn't like this one. And you know why I've done this too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've done it as well. It's like, you like, let's well, I
let's
kind of
hold
don't
out.
like this. Yeah, I kind of don't like this. Well, her feet ain't, this, or her eyes ain't that, or I don't like that she wears too much weave, or she makes too much weight. I mean, stupid stuff. I'm not talking about character issues. I'm talking about stupid stuff. So you let this go, and then now you're out here just like, it makes no sense.
Woo! All
If
right
if
now.
if we were really if we were really interested in making long lasting relationships, we would make it happen.
I don't know. We're gonna have to do an episode. Like, do we really want it? Because I feel differently. Glad I left said, I think men should still pay. Sex should not be a repayment for dates. That's treating women like hookers. Men should woo women to let her make up her mind. Okay. And
Yeah.
then
So now
Anisha said,
now you're
I
gambling now.
I
So like,
think
you're
men
gambling.
should
Let me see if this one. Let me see if this one gonna pay off. Roll the dice. You got one date. All right, let's roll again. Let's roll again. Date number two. Nothing. Let's go again. Date number three. Bingo. All right, I got it. I got it. I got it. How much money you spent? $500. I was worth it.
oh, Anisha said, I think men should pay or alternate if that is something discussed prior to the date. Ooh, okay. And Trailblazer says, me and my lady alternate paying when we go out. Okay, so that's
You know?
interesting.
Yeah.
So it looks like most people are like either the guy or alternate or something like that. Okay, good to hear what people thought about that. Okay, so that was our last thing. Now we're going to talk about 2024. Hopefully you guys have thought about what you want to see on the show. So please put in the chat now what you guys would like to see for us to talk about in 2024. It's really been on my mind for me to talk more about marriage, for us to talk about marriage. So let me know in the chat, would you guys like to see that? Would you guys like to get tips on how to make a marriage work? Maybe have real couples that have been married for several years on talking about how they chose a partner, what makes their marriage work, that kind of thing. And I want to post the benefits of marriage too. So, Thaddeus, tell me, what do you want to see on the show for 2024?
For 2024, I told you I'm coming with my Bible. I'm coming to I'm coming to beat some people up. Because like a lot of stuff that we're doing, like I said, like it could we are making problems where there should be none. And all because we're doing things backwards. We're putting the cart before the horse. And
Mm,
if we were to get back on track, get back on doing the right thing that we
mm,
know that is the right thing, not the thing that feels good, then
mm.
I think that we would have a lot better
Results?
yeah, better results in dating. Well, yeah, we will definitely get a lot better results. I'm not saying that like, it's some blueprint that you follow this and you just guaranteed, but I could guarantee that you would have better luck than what you're having now. I could guarantee you that.
Oh, so are we willing to be the trailblazers and make those changes in our own lives? Are we making a commitment in 2024?
No.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Hey, hey, listen. Thaddeus said, no, I'm just waiting for the world to change. Waiting on the world to change. Listen, y'all in the chat, please let me know what y'all want to see us talk about in 2024. Do you guys want to hear about marriage and how to make that work, and get some get some good tips on how to pick a partner? Let me know what y'all want to see on the show. I think the comments are taking a while to come in, so I'm gonna leave it open for a couple minutes to let folks put that in there. Okay, Thaddeus. So Thaddeus said he gonna bring him back the Bible, bring him back, clank clank, close it up, wait till marriage, follow what the Lord says. I want to talk about marriage. What do you guys want to see? Glida Left said, marriage is like a big can of Raid to me, but I would tune in. What does that mean? Lad. Oh my gosh, is my video tripping right now?
Mhm.
Um, I have no idea why it's doing this. Okay, so it's a big can of Raid. Lord, why is that? Come on
And
now.
because people, because guess what, marriage is too permanent for most people. There's, like I told you, like last time we were speaking, there's no really fun in marriage. Marriage is like very, it's a lot of work, which is what you're supposed to come together for. Like you're only supposed to come together as man and woman to build a legacy. Like just this coming together because I like you, and oh, I think that you have muscles, and oh, I like that you have a big butt, and like it's like, think about the stupidity that we get together about. Like just think about it logically, and think about if you could build any sort of anything with substance based on these criterias. Think
Mm,
about it. I want somebody to explain to me how it's like, okay, you saw this person, okay, you and this person together. What made you talk to her? Like, don't BS me. What made you talk to her? Well, I like that she was like, she had nice hair. Okay, all right, you go to the woman. Like, what made you talk to him? Well, I only talked to him because he talked to me first. You kids are gonna go far.
that is. Oh my God, where did my camera go? Lord. Okay, Thaddeus. So next year, you going can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's
I
just
don't know
your
why
your,
this isn't showing.
your camera
Um,
probably overheated.
oh, you think so? Oh, I do have it on this box. Maybe that's what happened. Okay. Um, so 2024, you gonna bring your camera, your Bible. I'm gonna bring my marriage talk. Glad I left said there's no benefit in marriage for men. We
The-
gotta talk about that
yeah,
because
but I
I'm
mean,
hearing
it,
that
it
too
is
much.
it is true. I mean, think about it. If you take out the religion component, you take out the building a legacy component. What benefit is there for a man to get married?
That's what
Like
we're gonna talk about
in
too. I'm gonna do an
today's
episode
in
on that.
today's society, like in today's side, it doesn't make any sense. Like I could have way more fun l- be not being married. I could be, yeah, definitely not, because then you
See,
get more. Women treat you better. I don't care. Like I see how wives treat husbands, and I see how women treat me, and I'm
ooh,
like, yeah. If I had to choose between your life and mine, I'm choosing mine. I'm
oh,
sorry.
so see, that's why I'm really seeing the need for this because we want people to find lasting love. We want the legacy. We want families. We want other people that are going to serve God and be in happy relationships. So we gotta find a happy medium, man. We can't have people losing hope in that.
Oh yeah, you just peddling hope out here. You go ahead, sis. Keep peddling hope.
Lord,
Go ahead. Keep peddling hope. The guys out here, they ain't buying it though. I could tell you that much. They ain't buying
Lord.
it. They coming to sling some stuff and they are out of there.
Oh my gosh.
We get together. Like I said, 6 months, a year, 2 years tops. That's how most relationships go. After 2 years, like after that initial love, quote unquote, dies down, like there's no point. Like I don't like you. Like even the most beautiful woman, you are around her every day, she's not gonna be as beautiful in 2 years. She's not. Not to you. I'm not saying that she won't be beautiful, but she won't be as beautiful to you. Like it would just wear off. Just like when you buy a brand new car. For the first 3 months, it's amazing. New car smell. Ooh, this my car is so look at my car, my car, my car, my car. And like 3 months is just like especially if it starts breaking down, giving you problems, leave you stranded in the rain. Yeah, then all of a sudden you don't like that car so much.
Oh, all right now. So you are just showing me even more so the need for these conversations. Ooh. Okay. Trailblazer says we could talk about it from a divorced person's perspective. Okay, so
Good.
I like that too, because that's a lot of times the case as well. So that's good. I like that. Okay, well, yeah, my camera's totally fried. So thank you guys so much for joining us on this conversation. You guys please put in the chat what you guys want to see us talk about in 2024. Leave comments. Make sure you guys share this video. And why don't you in 2024 tell somebody about this show, okay? We're trying to grow as well. Let folks know about us. Daddy, any final comments before we leave tonight?
Nah, like I said, I'm coming with my Bible 2024. We're gonna straighten out this dating pool. One scripture at
Lord.
a time.
Woo. All right. All right, guys. Thank you again for joining. Y'all have a great night and a great 2024. Blessings to everybody on the line. Thank you guys for joining. And we'll see you next time on My Comfy Couch. Toodles.